you're kind of joining somebody, such a creative force, and just joining in with that with that journey is why I became an actor.
Daniel Craig is receiving critical acclaim for his performance in Luca Guadagnino's latest film, Queer, an adaptation of the 1985 novel by William S. Burroughs. Craig and his co-star Drew Starkey, as well as Omar Apollo, who appears in the film, spoke to The Hollywood Reporter all about working on the movie.
This movie is many years in the making for Luca. He wanted to tell this story for a really long time. What was it like working with him on this, and how did you feel his passion for this project and this story?
I personally just wanted to work with him so much, and to get the chance to work on this particular project with him, which was clearly personal to him in very many ways, was such a sort of just a privilege, because you're kind of joining somebody, such a creative force, and just joining in with that journey is why I became an actor.
It was a bit of terrifying at first, just because I knew how important this story was to him, and so you want to carry that responsibility over and live up to that. But of course you show up, and once you start working, Luca is precious with it, but has such a freedom in the way he wants it to be told. He gives it over to his actors, he gives it over to his departments, and that's such a rewarding way to work.
He told me that I think he was 17 when he read the book. So, I'm sure he's been kind of developing things in his brain for such a long time. And it felt, I was a huge fan. So I don't know why I said was. I am a huge fan of Luca, and it was just incredible that he even thought of me, or I was presented to do the part. So yeah, I instantly said yes. I didn't even have any thoughts. I was just like, yes, of course, anything you want.
Craig and Starkey, who play lovers in the film, also spoke about how they built trust with each other as actors.
We actually started rehearsals for there's a dance, moment of dance, or whatever you call it, at a key point in the movie. What do you call it?
The big dance number.
The big dance number at the end, yeah. So we had to get together very quickly and sort of, a good dance is a way of breaking the ice. It's like always will.
I read that months of choreography rehearsals went into that ayahuasca dance scene. What were those rehearsals like, and then what was it like actually filming that scene?
Hard.
Very hard.
To rehearse.
We're not flexible.
And not very unflexible human beings.
Yeah.
But we got through that and got to a stage where, the rehearsals were really about getting it into our bodies, so that when we did it, we weren't thinking about it.
Right.
And the idea some of the ideas behind the scene is that we're communicating without speaking, which is one of the lines in the movie. I think that's what we were kind of having this dialogue with each other through these these incredible movements that were taught to us by these Paul and Sol, who are our choreographers. And we shot it one night in the back lot of Cinecittà on a bed of coffee grinds, because the ground was too rough, so they covered it in coffee grinds so that we wouldn't bruise our poor elbows.
Queer is now playing in select theaters. For The Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.